Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your monthly reading for November 2024. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And if you are new to my channel, I use tarot, astrology, and connect with my guide so you feel like you're getting a more personalized reading. Now, this is going to be a big month. It is one of the most important months of 2024. It is full of shifts and stops and goes and a lot of reflection, but enormous potential. This is definitely going to, we have two new moons. It is a month where you're going to feel like you are kayaking down a river. Okay, so there's moments where there's a lot of momentum, you're having some fun, things are getting splashy and wild, and then some areas where you're just going to coast. Okay, through this month there may be moments where there's some ascension and you're going to have to paddle a little bit more, but a lot of areas this month where you will have opportunities to correct course if necessary. And I say that because Mercury is going retrograde with several other planets retrograde. But either way, you are in the rider seat, right? In this kayak. You get to choose your path on this river of life. So just remember that you are moving toward the horizon, right? The finish line, your path to enlightenment, your pot of gold, it's all there, okay? This is a really big month of awakening. Now, I'm going to explain that because there's a lot happening this month. We kick off November with a bang with this new moon in Scorpio. We end it with a new moon in Sagittarius. So when I say plenty of new opportunities, remember new moons, new beginnings, right? So new chapters, a lot of progress. But like I said, there are retrogrades, including Mercury going retrograde at the end of November, the last week of November. So if you are in the US, you know that is Thanksgiving time. Plan accordingly, right? Mercury being your ruling planet. Another reason why this may be a wild month is because we have 5 planets changing signs, okay? So, and you see them, they're going to be underlined in red, okay? All the transits, and there's a lot in the backside. What you'll notice here, they're just there's no aspects. That's how big this month is. I didn't have room to fit them on. All right, so we'll talk about that later. Just know the Sun and Mercury are moving into Sagittarius and Mars is moving into Leo. So there we go. There's that fire that you've been seeking, Gemini. Also Pluto finally leaving Capricorn. Last in our lifetime, we're gonna have Pluto and Capricorn moving into Aquarius, your BFF, fellow air sign. So you're going to like the momentum this month with all this fire and air, all this Sagittarius energy. There is definitely something brewing for you with partnerships, relationships, one-on-one commitments, the other thing. This is big. This is big, Gemini. Saturn is going direct, okay? Did I say that weird? Direct. Did I say direct? Saturn's going direct, waking up from its retrograde. That's going to happen mid-month. So Saturn's been in Pisces in your 10th house of career, fame, public recognition, your reputation, honors, achievement. So Saturn could do some heavy lifting here. You may even be doing it yourself. You may want to do it. So this is, again, got to be a big month. So we're going to dive right in. As always, I'm going to go over the overview, astrological overview. Then I'm going to do your spread. And then after that, I break it down week by week. I pull out my cards and then I'll tell you the aspects I want you to look out for. Keep an eye out. The ones that there's so many enormously favorable, auspicious aspects this month. And then there are some challenging ones as well. And I am also going to do something very different. I got a little surprise for you, Gemini. I got a surprise for you. I'm going to do something that I've been doing for other signs. So let's kick off November Friday. All right, November 1st, we've got this new moon in Scorpio. So this is big, okay? I want you to break out the champers, the bottled water, the Zima, whatever you prefer. This is an amazing new moon. Mars is sextiling Uranus. I love that here. It's very high energy. It's enthusiastic. There's this breakthrough energy and really favorable surprises that Uranus is going to bring. There's a lot of passion here. This is not a boring new moon. This is really great. Now, this Scorpio rules your 6th house. Everyday activities. There is really great potential for your entire life to start shifting the beginning of November. Okay. Sixth house is also work. You could be getting into this new routine with the work. You get promotion. If you're freelance, have your own business, maybe clients. I mean, this is a sixth house. And health, wellness, fitness. There could be something here that you're excited to kick off in this capacity. Some of y'all are possibly getting pets, new pets here. But I love this. Saturn, Pluto, really good places in this new moon. Saturn's actually trining this new moon. We have this great water trine. It's harmonizing with Mars and Neptune. So there could be this depth, emotional, it's emotionally moving. Okay, a lot of compassion here. So you see that you get to set the tone, right, of this month with this new moon. Plant seeds, take action, set intentions to maximize growth. Remember, you create your reality in the same day. Mercury moves into Sagittarius. So because of the retrograde, Mercury retrograding on November 25th, that puts Mercury in its shadow phase. And Mercury will be in Sagittarius until January 2025. So Mercury's going to be here for a while. But Mercury Sagittarius is very interesting, especially for you, Gemini. Okay? Because Mercury, which is logic, it's the fine details, right? It's rationale as well. In Sagittarius, which is all about big concepts, right? The big picture, philosophy, your philosophies, wisdom. Okay? So there is a little bit of a disconnect here. It's like finding a pickle in the banana basket, or, you know, whatever. There is this great enthusiasm, though. All right. So I like this because you will likely have these really big philosophical conversations, likely with a partnership or about partnerships. And again, that can be work, that can be career, that can be your soccer coach, just your doctor, whatever it is, right? It can be love, relationships, for sure. Okay. But this is a time where you may be interested in doing something new, learning something new, exploring new concepts with a partner that you have, with a new partner, or, you know, seeking a new partner in any capacity, okay, to expand the higher mind, right? This is all about becoming wiser. This is all about becoming wiser with that Sagittarius energy, the native ruler of the ninth house of wisdom. So remember what I said, Mercury is in its shadow phase. So the easiest way to explain that is like Mercury's just kind of like dipping its toes in that retrograde. Okay. Now, this may blow your mind, Gemini. I actually like Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. Okay. I'm going to tell you why. It's very, let me rethink my old belief systems. Okay. It's very, let me take another look at the big picture here for me. Right. So a lot of that reassessing what I want in my life to become wiser, learning, exploring, speaking, and believing your higher truths. That's what this is, okay? It's very, this is what I want. This is my authentic self. This is my awakening again. That's going to be a big theme for November awakening. Why? Because, hey, Mercury, the ruler, your ruler, all right? Your ruler, Virgo's ruler, two mutable signs, right? You're a mutable sign. Mercury's in Sagittarius, a mutable sign. So what does that mean? You will be willing to adapt to changes, okay? Changes that you want, changes that you control, Gemini. So it is never too late to be what you might have been. Thank you, George Eliot. All right. Now, especially remember, this is all about reassessing now, but also forward momentum with partnerships, relationships, and just, wow, really having that on your mind. Sunday, November 3rd. Hey, daylight savings. Remember the whole clock thing. But here's a bigger thing. Let's address the elephant in the sky, Mars opposite Pluto. It is the only aspect I have up here. And there is a reason for that. It is a strong aspect. I have been talking about this for weeks, okay? Preparing you. Now, one reason why is because it's really strong. You've got Mars opposite Pluto, 29 degrees. And so, not only am I preparing you for this, we have another Mars-Pluto opposition in January. So, get prepared for this one, for the second one as well. This is power struggles. This is power trips. That's what this is. There definitely can be something here that tests your self-worth, self-value, your confidence. something that could go really deep, because remember, Mars is in Cancer, Pluto's in Capricorn. That is your second house and eighth house. So what else does that mean? Money, finances, income, salary, shared resources, inheritance, investments, royalties, joint bank accounts. Those are possibilities too. All right. There may be some strong energies here. The energies are going to be amped up. We're talking about Mars and Pluto. This is like, you know, Sally, she just had her first shot of espresso ever. This is really amped up energy. So keep that in mind, because Pluto, the planet that says, are you going to own me or are you going to fear me? Right? Pluto is really active. Okay. And so you're going to own Pluto. You're going to channel this energy for that emotional growth that I have been talking about, that personal empowerment. Pluto is power and empowerment. Now, Pluto rules the underworld and is locking horns with Mars, the warrior, the god warrior, right? So what does this mean? Like I said, power struggles could happen around this time. It's bears being poked. It could be testing you to the point where you may feel that you come across overbearing, or it could be others that are overbearing on you. But it could also get really deep psychologically, subconsciously. Pluto is that, has that depth, the unconscious associated with Pluto. And the fact that you have Pluto and Capricorn in your eighth house where Pluto rules, so you could be going really deep, unrooting things from your subconscious. All right. So Pluto is extremes and can bring those lower frequencies of Mars really out, especially because Mars is in Cancer. Remember, heightened emotions. But the great thing here is that Pluto is transformation and regeneration and power. Mars is ambition, drive, passion. You can channel this energy, right, to seek your higher truths. That's what Pluto is. Higher truth, right? So really going deep. Remember I said the underworld. He is the ruler of the underworld. So around this time, there may be parts of you coming up where you're ready to release them, okay, to move into your empowerment. And that would include doing some shadow work, exploring. That's what it is, right? Shadow work, exploring parts of ourselves that we may repress or is part of our subconscious, and things that may be a little bit challenging to confront. But Mars is giving you energy. Pluto is giving you that power. So remember, when you do that work, that light inside you, it shines. Remember, you're unrooting things, okay? So you're going to radiate, channel this energy constructively for empowerment. And remember, I've been saying for the past few weeks, don't let anyone take your power. All right. Now, that same day, Mars will move into Leo for the rest of the month. Now, Mars is going to be coming in hot. Literally, he's in Leo, fire sign. So happy. He is so happy to be leaving Cancer for now. Remember, he'll have that retrograde in, next year. But for now, you see Mars and Mercury are in fire signs, both in shadow. All right. Nonetheless, Mars is in Leo. Leo rules your third house. Communication. All right. You are the native ruler of the third house, Gemini. So you see that overlap here. So this is going to be really strong. This is going to be a time where you're going to feel his charge. You're going to be really fired up about communication, thinking, processing, intellect, logic, all of that really, really amped up. Now, a lot of this focus, this action, this drive, this strength that Mars brings, shifting from that nurturing energy of Cancer, going to Leo, which is all about passions and creativity and love, relationships, children. So even focusing on things that make you feel proud of yourself. Okay, so use this energy. There could be some activity here with siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors, and travel. All right, so wouldn't be surprised if a lot of y'all are taking trips, maybe even short distance trips, while Mars is in Leo for the entire month. The other thing is, yes, Mars is in Leo, so there could be some emphasis here with your sex drive or sex life. I mean, Leo rules this domain, and we're talking about Mars. So with Mars and Leo in general, just you may feel a lot more assertive, a lot more driven, a lot more expressive, okay? This is your time to shine. Let it all shine. Remember, you're radiating, and this is Leo. So it could be You directing your spotlight where you want it to be. All right. You hear the church bells? It's a sign, okay? It's a sign. Now, Mars doesn't like being in shadow, so he can be a little bit feisty here too, but he's action and he wants you to take action. So this is a great time for you to control your narrative and just go forth, all right? This will be exciting. Now, Monday, November 11th, Venus officially moves into Capricorn for the entire month. Now, if you like that fun, unbound, wild, side of Venus, really harness that energy for the first 11 days of November, okay? Because Venus will now move into Capricorn. It's a whole other vibe. Venus in Capricorn is not bad, all right? What it is, it's taking all that pleasure and fun-loving energy, optimism, all that's been happening with love, money, creativity in the first half of the month, okay? And you're taking that and you're asking yourself now, when Venus moves into Capricorn, how can I bring structure to all of this, all those themes, okay, that I just mentioned: love, money, creativity, beauty, even. So it's you putting in that effort and wanting to put in that effort, being loyal, dedicated, putting trust at the forefront here. Now, again, Venus is in Capricorn, your 8th house. There is that intensity with the 8th house, with your partners, with love, with relationships, but also finances, as in maybe business partners as well. Okay, so keep that in mind. There is, Capricorn has that work energy, right? Work and career. Capricorn is very work, career, profession oriented. If you're not here for any of that, your passions, what you desire. And this is just putting things in this practical, grounded way for stability, for long-term commitment. Okay. Now, Friday, November 15th, we have that full moon in Taurus. This is it's a mixed full moon. The first thing I want you to do, and here's the thing, it's very, that Taurus is in your 12th house. Oh, I'm sorry. Taurus rules your 12th house. So 12th house is so nebulous. It's everything beyond the physical plane. So it's the subconscious. So again, you could be doing a lot of subconscious work, a lot of healing work, a lot of spiritual work around this time. 12th house is also things happening behind the scenes. So there could be things happening behind the scenes for you. It's also facing your fears, okay? Hidden enemies. It's also self-sabotage energy. So just be mindful of that. This is a great time to unroot things. Remember, there's a lot of subconscious energy going around this month, but think back to May 7th. Think about anything that may have happened around that time and the weeks following it, because that's the corresponding new moon in Taurus that we had. It was one of the best new moons of the year. You also have one of the best new moons of the year. You're going to have a full moon next month, by the way. But it also came after that new moon in Taurus. Back in May, came after the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction that was really big. It only happens every 13 years. So something around here is going to be illuminated for you. There is going to be some sort of turning point. But this full moon is going to be conjunct Uranus. So again, there may be some unexpected surprises, but also breakthrough. That's what Uranus is, okay? So keep that in mind, because remember what I said, a big theme of this month is awakening. And Uranus is the great awakener. So there could be this big awakening that you have, waking up to the fact that perhaps something does have to go, okay? Around this time. Something from the subconscious especially, right? Facing your fears. If I always say fear is fiction. It's something we create anyway. So just dissolving any of that. Saturn goes direct on that same day. That makes it a very powerful day. Okay. Very powerful day. Saturn's been retrograde since June 29th. So you will feel this. Okay. Trust me. Saturn going direct means business. He's put on his cowboy boots and he's looking at you. He's asking, so listen, while I was sleeping, while I was retrograde, what are the lessons? What are some of the lessons that you've mastered? Did you pass my test, right? Saturn throws those tests. So pay attention with what happens around this week. Saturn going direct in your 10th house of career, fame, honors, achievements, everything I mentioned earlier, public recognition, whatever you're exerting your energy into that you want to be known for. So this is going to be a time where you could respond to Saturn and say, hey, yeah, I did think about this, or I've achieved a level of responsibility, work, discipline, progress when it comes to everything I mentioned, right? All those career matters, fame as well. You're definitely going to feel these energies with Saturn back in his saddle. Now, Tuesday, November 19th, Pluto moves into Aquarius. Pluto did move into Aquarius January 20th of this year, and then shortly after went retrograde in May, all the way back into Capricorn. And so this is big. Pluto's here permanently, 20 years. 20 years. Can you believe that? I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I will probably, I might leave like a little link or something at the top referring to the Pluto and Aquarius video I did for you back in January. But yeah, we listen, just know this is going to be absolutely big. Absolutely big. Aquarius is all about innovation, or the radical, the genius, right? We're going to see advancements in technology, space. Aquarius is the humanitarian, communities, the world, the future. And Aquarius rules your 9th house. So you are moving into a place for the next 20 years. Your higher mind, spirituality. You see that overlap here with all this Sagittarius energy. It's so amazing for you. It is so absolutely amazing, Gemini. All right. So publishing. Are you writing a book? Broadcasting. Are you starting a YouTube channel? Pluto is power. Pluto is power. Long distance travel. Are you moving somewhere long distance? Are you getting a job where you're traveling a lot? Like, there's so much here. Are you teaching something? Are you learning something? There's so much here. Anyway, we've got 20 years to talk about this. So, and we'll obviously talk about it during a weekly reading. Now, Thursday, November 21st, we officially move into Sagittarius season. So now you got Mercury and the Sun in Sagittarius for the next 4 weeks. This is all about your journey. Remember, it's that energy of what I was saying, like being on that kayak. You get to choose your path. There could be travel on your mind. There could be, journey of the mind as well. This is big. This is big. Really strong energy. Sagittarius blends well with you. It is your opposite sign. So partnerships, relationships will be a big theme here, big focus. Also, just a big focus on your philosophies, like I said earlier, seeking wisdom, freedom, big picture energy, okay? There could be some legal matters too, with partnerships, relationships, one-on-one commitments as well. Good time to review contracts rather than sign them, by the way. Now, Monday, November 25th, Mercury officially goes retrograde. As we know, this is, and until December 15th. Mercury brings those glitches, delays. You know this more than anyone else, Mercury being your ruling sign. So you're definitely going to feel the impact. Technology, computers, Wi-Fi, travel, like flight delays, things like that, but also communication, right? So just be mindful of that. There could be moments where you're, maybe an email doesn't go through, or you miss an appointment, or someone does. Just scheduling stuff could go sideways. You're going to be fine. Stay frosty. Be cool. You got this. It's also, remember, the biggest thing about Mercury retrograde is that it's all about reassessing. It's all the re's, right? Reassessing, revising, reevaluating things, restructuring the way you see things, okay? People from your past definitely can resurface, especially partnerships, relationships from the past. You could also revisit places from the past. Remember, y'all have some travel stuff happening. So just remember, it's a great time to change your beliefs to fit your big picture around this time. Your philosophies. Remember, this is you having your awakening. And with the energies, with a month like this, you will definitely just naturally feel it, okay? You'll naturally feel a lot of change. And Saturday, November 30th, oh gosh, I didn't flip this over. There you go. There's the other ones. Saturday, November 30th. Speaking of Mercury, I feel like I'm already experiencing Mercury retrograde. New moon in Sagittarius. This is at the end of the month. Yes, it is on the 30th, but it's happening really late at night. So it could be November 30th, December 1st, depending on where you live, but it kind of straddles the end of the month, those two dates. We will definitely discuss it more in your weekly forecast, but this is that new partnership. This is you meeting someone, that partnership energy. Okay. Remember, however that resonates with you, just one-on-one commitments here. Just know that Mercury, the Sun, the new moon, Sagittarius, with Jupiter and Mars working in your favor here, and Uranus and Pluto too. This is a great new moon. This is an absolutely amazing new moon. So set intentions. big ones. All right. Remember, this is big picture energy, that Sagittarius energy. So, and you see, I wrote a couple, aspects here. We'll talk about it. There's some great stuff. We've got the sun trining Saturn. We have, sun trining Mars. Anyway, we'll break it down. Let's see what's going on for you, Gemini. All right. For November 2024 for Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. Okay, Gemini. What a big month. November is going to be a big month. It could be a very pivotal month, especially, again, with partnerships, relationships. It's going to be work, can be career. Career is going to be a big thing for you. Love could be a really big thing for you as well. Love and relationships. Anyway, I do a traditional called the cross spread, offers the best overview. And if we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Gemini, I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. We are in it together. I'm Gemini Rising. If you're new to my channel, let's get started. Okay. You're not messing around this month, Gemini. Go get it. Go get everything you deserve. Wow. Okay. You got, speaking of big picture here, you got big goals, big picture energy, big things happening here. A lot of your life is changing. Look at this. Ace of Swords. All right. So remember, you are going to be very mentally active this month. There's going to be a lot going on with your mind. Ace of Swords. Remember, Ace is new beginnings. So again, from the get-go, from the beginning of the month, we've got that new moon. Aces, new beginnings, new opportunities, a lot of new changes that are happening for you, but it's a lot of like clarity as well. It's breakthrough energy, mental breakthrough, brilliant ideas, contracts as well, negotiations, all that could work in your favor. There's so much happening here. You see the crowd. There's victory, there's success, there's you're good. You're absolutely good. So you see from right off the bat, new direction that you're going through, especially again, the way that you see things, the way that you're thinking about things. A lot of that could change this month. And hello, 10 of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. I mean, yeah, that's really, listen, you've got the 10 of Pentacles. This is coming into your physicality, right? This is your physical realm. Appreciating everything that you have in your life, that there's family energy. Look how big that house, the castle is. Not even a house, it's a castle. Look at all the harvest, the abundance. There's loyalty here. That's a big theme this month with those there's so much happening. You see it raining pentacles, money, wealth. Okay, wealth comes in many forms. Many forms. And so it seems like that's going to be a big focus for you. A lot of y'all are going to feel that energy. I said from the get-go that you may feel right off the bat this month a lot of money energy. Okay, but you've got Venus, the planet of money, moving into Capricorn in your 8th house of money. I mean, you got money stuff. But remember, it's also your physical world. So a lot of things happening within your physical world where this is success. I mean, you got success with success, prosperity. This is a card where I say it's like the you made it card. This is your kingdom come. So a lot of you are going to be feeling that energy. There's going to be changes happening because I'll even show you what's in your future. You got the 10 of Swords. So you see you've got Ace, new beginning, 10, the end. So there's something new happening here. You see what's in your crown too before we get there. You have the 4 of Cups in your challenge area. What's really interesting here is that there may be something here with money. Like I said earlier, this is... 4 Cups is attributed to Moon in Cancer. Cancer, again, rules your 2nd house. Money, salary, income. But looking at what's going on here, it does seem like you're coming out of a place where maybe things were not moving in the way that you wanted it to. Maybe you were feeling, I mean, the Jupiter Saturn squares were really strong. There's just a lot of, strong energies that we're going through. Okay. Even after eclipse season, but hey, there you go. Okay. There you go. Look at your entire, there's something it's almost like now you're recognizing this month, I'm going to go after the things I want. I'm going to have that gratitude that's going to raise my frequency. And really, this card is associated with like not being content, not being happy. Even it's associated with like boredom and apathy. And I'm not saying that any of y'all are, but there is this almost what I'm getting is it feels like there's something that hasn't been happening for you. And it could have really affected your emotions, had an impact on your emotions, but it feels like you're coming out of it. Okay, so that is the, that's a great thing there. I always try to get out of the camera when I'm drinking, but the Magician in your crown. So listen, you got the Three of Pentacles too. So look at your entire spread here. Again, new. 10 is the end, right? It's the end of the suit. 1, 0 equals 1. So therefore, a new beginning comes after, right? New beginning. You got the Magician. We're kicking off the Fool's Journey. The Hero's Arc, hard one. And then you have the Three of Pentacles in the root of your spread. 3, 1, 2 equals new reality, the birth of new things, creation. There is something new happening in November for you in this huge, monumental way. The Magician, yeah, have faith in yourself. Really believe that you've got all this magic around you. You can create this magic. Like I said, you create your reality. There's proof. The Magician, the power to manifest whatever you want. Okay? So you've got to have that self-belief and you've got to take action. The Magician is a card of action, but it just seems like you want this new beginning. You want this new journey, and you definitely can direct that energy wherever you want. I feel a lot of confidence here, or you feeling that confidence here. 3 of Pentacles in the root of your spread. So teamwork, new, again, even with that new moon in Scorpio, 6th house, that's colleagues. It just seems like there's something new, this new path that is happening where other people are involved. This card is all about teamwork. It's all about working with others for success, okay? And it's a card of success. So you see all these cards of success, right? So amazing, absolute amazing. Could be a new project, new assignment, you starting a company. There's so much potential here. It could even be family related. There's family energy that's happening for y'all, but even still, it's 3 of Pentacles, okay? Remember, this is a Capricorn card. So remember, Capricorn rules your 8th house. So it could be just like a new business partner too, but there's something here that's new. That's all that's to it, but with others involved, okay? Keep that in mind, all right? It seems like there's going to be a lot of people on your journey or that's resonating, okay? You are going to be social this month. 10 of Swords in your future, so there is that sense of like, okay, remember what I said. There's a lot of subconscious stuff happening, but also with all this mental activity, it is just letting those things go, things that have been weighing you down. And especially up here, a lot of like, this is a month where be mindful of the things that you say, things that a lot of that energy. We'll break it down later, but 10 of Swords, I actually like it in your future coming after the 10 of Pentacles. This is saying, hey, yes, maybe I've gone through it. Maybe I feel mentally exhausted. Maybe I feel even a sense of betrayal. Maybe I have that energy with all these Uranus aspects that are going to be happening this month as well. Remember, that's your 12th house, hidden enemies as well. But there is the sun coming out, okay? So again, this is the card of new dawn. Those dark clouds are clearing. So it's a matter of learning from everything that may have been, if you felt these low energy frequencies, learn from it. So then you never have to go through this cycle again. Remember, everything in life is cycles, karmic cycles as well. And you never have to think about that again. So really like that. Yeah, there you go. And that's part of your transformation. You're good. Your life is changing. Your life is changing in a really big way. And it really could have to do with, a lot of work energy for sure. Death is attributed to Scorpio. Remember, Scorpio rules your 6th house. So a lot of work energy, but also your everyday activity. So your entire life just could be shifting in this new direction this month. This is a very optimistic card. Now, one thing I'm going to point out, which is absolutely enormously significant, is that, remember how I said, you see the sun coming out here, okay? The card of new dawn. Well, you see the sun rise in the death card. That boat on that river going east, okay? So the sun rises in the east, right? So new opportunities, new horizons, really just continue to be part of this transformation story that's happening for you. Oh my goodness, this is insane. This is insane. Truly going to be a big thing for you because remember, Pluto and Capricorn. Pluto is the ruling planet for Scorpio, so you have that overlap there. All right, Pluto and Capricorn, your 8th house, death and rebirth, right? So, wow. And the fact that Venus is moving into Capricorn. I mean, like, wow. Okay, you're good. Let's get to your stuff. Gemini, oh my goodness. Big month, okay? Big month. If you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, all that, it helps the algorithm. Leave comments. Tell me what's going on. Let me know what's happening. All right. And I love y'all. All right. Let's see what's going on. Okay. So yeah, this is a month. This is a month. I can't even. It seems like you do want change. That change is going to come once you let some things go. Again, a lot of that can be like deeply rooted subconsciously, but even just learning from things, that just leaving that the hard, challenging parts, but having faith in yourself, knowing that things are going to change dramatically for you in this great way, because you also got the Knight of Cups, which is amazing. Remember, I talked about partnership energy. It can be love, it can be romance, it can be career. He's extending his cup. He wants to share it with someone. We call this the Knight in Shining Armor. Okay, so again, people part of your journey, people part really this month. He just wants to be emotionally fulfilled. If you're not here for partnerships, relationships, you just want your cup filled, okay? Cups, emotions, love, all right? Intuition, relationships, all of that. But even still, just what is going to fill your cup? What is going to make you feel emotionally fulfilled? You're on your way, and you want that change. You see, you got the Death card and the Knight of Cups. There's no difference here, really. They both want change. That's the light version. Okay, I'm giving you the light version because there's a lot to get through. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, it is in your external factors area. Again, this is more mindset energy. There's possibly something happening in your physical world. A lot of y'all could have maybe lost jobs, or maybe you were let go, and maybe there was something that happened that really impacted your spiritual wealth, even like emotional wealth, even like, mental health, all of that here. But just remember, like, you're going to be fine. You're going to be really good. So this is 2 people who are focusing on their plight when they're literally outside of church. It's a sanctuary. The Pentacles shaped as an anchor of hope. So again, reach out to your support system. It could even be, remember, be social this month, but it could even be just spiritually, like your spirit guides. Just don't vibrate in that low energy frequency. This is a lot of like, it's in your external factors area. So something could be happening in your physical world where, again, job loss, or you recognize someone is holding you back. It can be a partner. It can be a boss. It can be your work environment, whatever it is, changes, right? Let's get rid of some of the way old beliefs and pattern, all about the new transformation, moving into that opportunity that's coming your way. You got the Knight of Wands too. How crazy the Knight of Wands is Sagittarius. Again, a lot of that partnership energy showing up here as well. All right. But this is someone who is on a journey, on a mission, nothing stopping him, going after his passions. That's what you want. And again, it can be with partnerships and relationships, whether work or wherever it resonates for you, your tennis coach, whatever I said. Anyway, the Hierophant, there you go. Okay, great. Remember, I said this is a month of awakening, but also wisdom, right? You got the Hierophant between the 2 columns here. Gray and Tarot's wisdom. We say this is, from Solomon's temple, right? The wisdom of Solomon. Anyway, this is big spiritual energy, okay? Really big spiritual energy, being in touch with your intuition, trusting your intuition, knowing that you have this power. Compelling, right? This is someone, speaking of other people involved, you see these 2 people sitting at his feet, right? The first card in the major arcana where other people appear other than the main figure, indicating he is a spiritual leader. This is someone who is wise, who has a lot of knowledge, deep, profound knowledge, to the point where he can lead others. Other people listen. All right. So you are definitely having this spiritual growth that feels really exciting. Oh my goodness. Your life is changing in a really big way. I mean, really, really big way. Just with that 5 of Pentacles energy, if you feel that something is not moving in your direction, I feel like this month, or if, again, that there's a heaviness with the 5 of Pentacles, right? But you do have the 4 of Cups in your challenge area as well. So again, it's moving, taking inspired action toward the things that you want and leaving any low vibration energy. And I feel like you're going to do it. You are. Okay. Now, let's break it down week by week. The first week of November. Yeah, we've got that new moon in Scorpio that we talked about. And then we've got Mercury moving into Sagittarius, Mars moving into Leo. One day I do want you to mark down Monday, November 4th, the sun will trine Saturn. This is one of the best days of the month. If you are here for career, for fame, your reputation, achievements, everything I mentioned earlier, please set intentions. Please set, not intentions, but goals. Start something new. When the sun trines Saturn, Saturn brings out longevity. There's something here that can be long lasting, a new venture, new relationship. You got a lot of power here. Okay. You may feel really determined for success and to achieve at this time. Okay. Especially coming after that new moon. So let's see what's going on for you for the first week of November. You got Temperance attributed to Sagittarius. You're good. You're absolutely good. Again, another wink. And you're getting a lot of winks and nods here to partnerships, relationships, but just other people on your journey. This Temperance, you got this Archangel saying, hey, you're good. Slow and steady wins a race. This is all about patience, compromise as well. This is saying, hey, on your river of life, okay, you're going to get to that horizon point. Take your time. Take your time. I got you. Okay. So, really, really, really nice. Second week, Monday, November 11th, Venus will move into Capricorn. And then we have that full moon in Taurus. We have Saturn going direct. So let's see what's going on for you for the second week. One day, Saturday, November 16th, the sun will be opposite Uranus. I don't see this being a really big thing for y'all, but there just could be something. It's really rebellious energy, again, something unexpected, but you could have this big breakthrough, and it feels like a big spiritual breakthrough. Remember, it's in your 12th house, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so let's see what's going on for you for the second week of November. Ooh, you got the moon. All right, so you got Temperance and the moon. So the moon, yeah, you may be in your head. Get out of your head. There is a sense of really, really, really going within the second week, okay? So there could be some changes that are happening. You could feel a little bit more emotionally heightened, but remember the moon is intuition. Trust your intuition when the moon comes up, okay? Don't overthink things. Do not overthink things. Now, a lot of this can have to do with career, okay? Career work, because the moon in tarot is attributed to Pisces. Remember, Pisces rules your 10th house of career, fame, reputation, all of that. Very interesting here. I'm going to point something out later. I'm going to clarify the moon. Very, very interesting. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, there's going to be something here where, yeah, if you see there's some sort of let's say you do, your company comes back and you get let go, or you go through this period where you have a business and you feel like you're not getting a lot of clients or something like that, or it's coming. Okay. Don't be hard on yourself. It's coming, because that is a lot of overanalyzing. You may be rethinking your path as well. So remember, this is a month of awakening, all right? Especially with that Seven of Pentacles. And then you have the King of Swords. So very interesting. Really like that. Remember, it's all about your emotional growth. Trust your intuition, especially if you want to think about what you've invested in up until this point, whether it is career, whether it is a relationship, whether it's actual investments. And then the King of Swords, intelligence of the King of Swords, someone who is really intimidating, someone who's got his head above the clouds, a lot of power, a lot of authority, especially with communication, okay? Processing, thinking, logic, all of that with the King of Swords. Now, the thing I was going to point out, you've got those two pillars with the moon, the same pillars in the Death card, right? So there is likely something where, again, you have to face something this month, okay? Something deep in your subconscious, possibly. Remember, that's a strong energy this month already. And then you've got all these Uranus activations in Taurus in your 12th house of the subconscious. So it's part of your journey. There's some things that you're likely going to have to face and I say this all the time. Sometimes you have to get a little uncomfortable to get really, really comfortable. All right. And that's working on your shadow side as well. And sometimes going to those things that are really hard to, unroot or even acknowledge. But remember, once you do, you clear that energy. Okay. And it builds your confidence and you can, rise above. Now, third week, Pluto does move into Aquarius. We officially move into Sagittarius season one day. On that day, actually, when is that? November 21st, the sun will sextile Pluto. So that is absolutely amazing when it comes to finances and relationships. Big themes for y'all this month anyway. Getting support from higher ups, bosses, VIPs, really amazing. Okay, so let's see what's going on for you for the third week of. Oh, well, okay. We'll use that as a clarifier. November. King of Cups. You got those two kings. Okay, so clarifying with that 10 of Wands. So I actually like the fact that the 10 of Wands did come out. It's just saying, hey, stop overdoing things. Stop taking on too much. Face the things that you have to. You may be in a place where you are distracting yourself from the things that you have to face. Now, one of the reasons why I like, well, here you go. So you got the King of Cups. So that's really great. Okay. Being emotionally stable, really being in touch with your intuition, really having that self-love. Okay. That self-love that comes first, right? Now, that 10 of Wands, as that clarifier, you see what's happening here. You got that 10, you got that 10, you got that 10. Okay, so you got these 3 10s. You've got to let some things end. You've got to let some things end to move in this new direction with that death card here. So keep that in mind. That's crazy. Just don't take on too much. Remember, Mars is physicality as well. So overdoing things, like overburdening, and even communication wise, but even with the wands here, something that could have to do with work and career and your profession, but also just your passions, creativity, but don't overdo things. Now, the last week, November 25th, Mercury officially goes retrograde. I love Wednesday, November 27th, when the sun trines Mars. That's going to be absolutely amazing. We'll talk about that more in your weekly forecast, but this is just a huge blast of, you're going to feel this. You're definitely going to feel this. Action, action, action. I would not be surprised if there are things happening for you where you're positioning yourself for the upcoming new moon on Saturday, November 30th. Partnerships, relationships. All right. So let's see what's going on for you. All right, Gemini, for the last week of November. Oh, you got the 3 of Swords. All right. So there you go. There's some things are ending and it's all about your emotional growth here. There's some things that you're going to have to recognize by the last week. It may be hard, but you're changing, you're transforming, you're moving into this new era. All right. I'm going to clarify that because there is so much spirituality here. Again, that death card, big changes happening in your life, a lot of partnership energy. You do have that Ace of Swords. Could be something with partnerships and relationships, by the way, with that 3 of Swords energy, but I'm going to just clarify that. And you got the sun. So whatever happens, because those are vibrating together with the 5 of Pentacles there. If you see something as a loss, it's possibly because there's something better for you on the other side, with clarified by the sun. The sun, the biggest yes in tarot. Okay, opportunities, big opportunities, huge opportunities. This is the sun. Achievements, victory. This is abundance. This is vitality. This is good health. This is that life force. Now I'm going to show you something here. You also got. So there is a sense of like this new you, this new life, this shifts, big shifts happening because you can see the wisdom child here, right? On the white horse. And then you see the white horse in the death card, but look at what is in his head, the red feather, right? The same as the red feather in the head of the death card, right? So, all referencing the Fool. There's this new beginning that's happening for you. This new, it's almost like this rebirth energy. I mean, you got the Magician as well. So this, I mean, really, really great. Really, really great. But there are going to be some like growing pains. There's going to be some things that you may have to, come to terms with emotionally, all right, with the Five of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Three of Swords here. But when you look at the big picture, right, with the Hierophant and your final outcome, look at what's happening. Look at where you're going to be. You've got that Sun, you've got the King of Swords, you have the Ace of Swords, you have the Death card, you have the Ten of Pentacles, and, the heart of your spread. So yeah, there's got to be a lot of changes for you this month. Just work with those energies. Remember, emotional growth is a big theme. Now, Gemini, I'm going to do some, I'm using a different deck here. Okay. And so I'm going to focus on, I'm going to pull a card for 4 different areas in your life. Okay. We're going to start with career. If you're not here for career, if you're not working, if you're retired, whatever you're passionate about, okay? Career, work, profession, or passion, all right? So it's just zoning in on that energy, all right? So let's see what's here for you. Yeah, okay. Amazing. So 4 cups. I'm sorry, 4 of Pentacles. You got the 4 of Pentacles here. There you go. So there's that stability structure that I was talking about. Now, money matters may be a big thing for you this month, okay? And there could be a lot of you that are really focusing on creating this stable future, putting things in order. That's what the 4 Pentacles is, okay? And don't forget that, well, 4 Pentacles actually is a Capricorn card. And remember, you've got Pluto and Capricorn, Venus moving into Capricorn, all in your 8th house. So finances there. So with career, there could be shifts with finances, with career, or something with career where, yeah, there's going to be focus on finances. Is that what I just said? I kind of flipped it. Well, listen, we have careers to make money. And again, if you're retired or not working or just something with passion, Pentacles are your physical reality. So bringing stability and structure and organization and long-term energy to whatever you're passionate about. Now, love. Let's focus on love. Let's see what's going on for you for love, Gemini. Okay. Oh, you got the 5 of Swords. All right. So don't overanalyze things. Don't overthink things. Listen, this seems like a month where there may be some moments that could be a little bit like, okay, Mars opposite Pluto is going to be really strong. There are a lot of other aspects that are happening that could be a little bit strong. There's that full moon that's happening in Taurus. But with that 5 of Swords, yeah, that is, remember, that's a little bit of, let me clarify that one for you. There's just so much going on in your head here. So much overthinking things. So much overthinking. And you're Geminis. I get it. Listen, I'm a Gemini rising. I overthink. I overanalyze. I'm an Aquarius as well. So that's double air. I'm a Virgo moon. I overthink. Let me see. I'm going to clarify that 5 of Swords. Oh, and then you got the 5 of Cups. Yeah. There's going to be a conflict possibly where you may not be happy with, that you may see it as something that is unfavorable. But remember, with the 5 of Cups, there's hope in the 5 of Cups with the 2 full cups behind the person looking at the spilled cups. Remember, the cups are spilled. There's nothing you can do about it. They're done. So it's not looking at the past, but moving forward. If you're going to go to the past to clear things up or to inspire you, right? With more like nostalgic energy. But that 5 of Swords, it seems like there may be a little bit of, when it comes to love, it just may not be something right now to be on the offense. Okay. Keep that in mind. The 5 of Swords really is all about, it's like self-worth, it's self-dignity, it's self-respect, right? So that's that 5 of Swords energy that I want you to use, okay? Can I lay down my swords like everyone else has? But again, I'm just getting all this energy of up here, okay? Now, remember, you have the 5 of Cups and, oh my gosh. And then you got the Sun again. So you got 2 suns here. Like, you're going to be fine as long as you don't overthink things. And even with the 3 of Swords, sure, it's, you know, we call it like the heartbreak card. It has that emotional impact. It's still a sword suit. It's up here. It's up here. Okay. And so have that Ten of Swords energy, but learn from it. Okay. Learn from anything so you never go through that experience again, to empower yourself. All right. So again, you've got the sun twice. That's a big sign. Now, health. Let's see what's going on with health, wellness, and fitness. And that includes mental health as well. Oh, gosh. Ace of Cups. That's amazing. Okay. Aces, new beginnings, new opportunities. There you go. Relationships. There could be something that improves your mental health or just your vitality. It makes you feel good. Ace of Cups is all about relationships. It's new beginnings with love, with relationships. Like I said, it's also, remember, you've got that Scorpio energy in your 6th house. So there could be something here that you're doing that's new, that brings you this sense of like rapturous energy. All right. Cups are also just self-love as well, love and emotions and feelings and intuition. But there is something here for you in terms of like health, wellness, fitness. And again, that's mental wellness as well, but really, really big. There's something there. You could even meet someone at a gym. Anyway, last card. It's what I call just kind of like the pay. It's like the special attention zone. All right. So above everything else, let's just pay attention to the 4th card. All right. And see what it has to say. Oh, okay. Well, that's the card. I didn't want to go back in. King of Swords again. So King of Swords is someone who is quick to make decisions, who is strategic. People look to him as a leader. This is someone who's decisive, who has brilliant ideas. Again, like I said, head really up, above the clouds. But this is someone, again, inspired action. Really communicate what you need to communicate, but do it in a way where, again, from a sense of power and authority, not in a place where it's you speaking from a place where you're not confident about what you're saying. Have that empowerment first, and then those words matter, right? It's also thinking, right? Thinking, processing things, but again, it just seems like there's some action that you need to pay attention to. There could be something with contracts, by the way. Did I mention that? There's a feeling of that that's coming through. Well, you did get the Ace of Swords here. But anyway, with that King of Swords energy, 2 King of Swords, that's really great. You could just have this breakthrough too. You could have this breakthrough with that Ace of Swords. But wow, that's a lot happening. So yeah, you may have, it could be some emotional moments. The main thing I don't want you to do is overthink things. That could be you getting in your own way. If you're overthinking things and not growing, right, from having that emotional growth or anything that you feel that happens this month that is low energy frequency, don't let it bring you down into it. Continue to rise above. You see, you got the sun as clarifiers for both of these energies that are, a little bit low energy. But yeah, get ready for this big change, this rebirth, transformation. Anyway, Gemini, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Listen, I told you I have a Gemini rising, so I'm paying special attention to this. I'm like, what is going on here? But I do love that anchor of that 10 of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. All right. So, Gemini, thanks so much. Next week, we will go deeper into these aspects. All right. Oh my gosh, it got dark. It got really dark. I think this happened in your reading last time. Anyway, you can tell I'm a Gemini rising. I can't stop. I'll stop. All right. Thanks so much, Gemini. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.